one hand the good side of herself, and the other hand is the bad side of herself. And Pekka will film how they behave towards each other, so she can improvise.
Czyli rozumiesz, w jednej ręce będziesz trzymała te stwory, które są twoją dobrą stroną.
What message they have, what they want to do, and what does this want to do.
Pekka będzie filmował, w jaki sposób one się zachowują. Ta dobra strona na przykład walczy ze złą albo coś takiego. Natomiast coś w jaki sposób
And she can also ask a friend to play a part of a good or a bad. She doesn't want to be alone.
Jeśli chcesz, możesz jakąś koleżankę zaprosić, która by odgrywała jedną z tych, na przykład dobrą stronę, a ty byś swoją ręką złą stronę, jak one walczą ze sobą, czy w jaki sposób współpracują ze sobą te dwie strony, co się z nimi dzieje, z tą dobrą stroną ciebie i złą stroną ciebie. Taką scenkę jakąś, żebyś wymyśliła, jak to zrobić.
Natalia.
Zatrzymaj się. Zatrzymaj się.
But you also had the plan about the shipyard, because then was it 2002 or 3 that...
Yes, in 2002 we were doing City Transformers project about the shipyard. And we were discussing and we were trying also to warn what we shouldn't do there. And during this discussion in which you were taking part too, if you remember that there was an architect from Singapore who was presenting examples of all faults that were made during developing of the center of Singapore with these skyscrapers, and kind of international architecture style, that's a city without any heart, any soul, that the city's lost its soul. And we were trying to warn our municipality and say, shouldn't go this way. And our municipality went exactly that way, and there were no discussions in the city about what would happen there. Everything, all these decisions were hidden, and finally they showed the decided plans, and they started to put down all historical industrial buildings, which was terrible, So when Gdańsk residents saw these plans, visualizations of artistic plans, people started to protest, because it was like looking like Singapore. It was just nothing else than Singapore. And then big discussion started, and Also, we started to protest against putting down historical post-industrial buildings. But they already had done it in big part, but now it is under protection of government, so they cannot continue like that. And it is now like UNESCO protected also on the list of UNESCO, so they cannot go on this way. And right now I am in a project, Memory of Water, that is international with its management in Ireland, in Limerick City. And we start to also to still intervene. We told to people that it is not too late to start to try to intervene in the development of the shipyard and planning the shipyard. And we try to say that they should stop and they should start consulting this process with people. So I am just in the middle of this, and even today I am writing a text with two of my colleagues for one book, about this project. And yeah, it's interesting how it goes, in a long process. And it is an example how city managers don't hear their citizens and how they completely ignore them, and how everything can go, to opposite direction that it should go.
Kappaletta. Mopoautoja on paljon vähempi, vain noin 6000. Vaikka traktorimönkijöille ja mopoautoille sattuu haavereita, niin loukkaantumiset ovat usein lieviä. Nuorten kulkupeleillä liikutaan yleensä taajamissa, missä kaikkien nopeutta rajoitetaan. Myös 17-vuotiaana autokortin saaneet ovat liikkuneet liikenteessä maltillisesti.